How would you like to be pursued by someone, to be found by someone, to be charmed by someone? In this series, we have been looking at why don't Christian men pursue women anymore, and exactly what you can do about it. In this video, we are going to be looking at features, qualities that are attractive to men, that draw men to you without you having to put out the effort, without you having to be seen as someone who's desperate and chasing after men. And today I want to look at several features, several qualities, several characteristics and things that you can employ to attract people, particularly men, in your life. And I've spoken about some of them already, but I like to expand. And just for this moment, let's look at how to invite men in your life. And first of all, just be friendly. Be friendly to everyone. Friendliness is a very magnetic and attractive feature. Just smiling at people, befriending them, talking to them, not just men, but everyone, the children that you meet, the babies, the moms, the older gentlemen, just having a kind word to say, a conversation, just start a conversation, any conversation. And I just want to say that, if you live in some Western countries like the UK, it seems to be difficult to talk to people when you go down on the street or in the park. But guess what? You're not going to be thrown in jail. The police isn't going to come and tell you that you have broken the law. You're not going to be beaten. Just talk to people. People are watching you, and as people watch you and you're a friendly person, it makes it easier, particularly for men, to come up and talk to you because your approachable quotient will go up, and they would just think, yes, this is a nice person to speak with. It's easy to engage her. She doesn't seem to be a snob. She doesn't seem to be a person who's very difficult to access. And once they recognize that you're approachable, you will find a lot more men would approach you and talk to men. If they don't talk to you, talk to them. They're not going to bite you. They're not going to beat you up. The worst that could happen is that they would ignore you. However, not very many people would. And about 95 to 99% of the people that you talk to will speak back to you. If you don't know how to talk to them, just ask for help. If you're going down the street, stop someone and ask them, can you tell me where is the best place that I can find a good restaurant? Or just ask for help and people will respond to you. Also, make eye contact. There is nothing like, engaging someone by, looking at them and smiling. I have spoken about smiling already. Many people like to dress up. I came across a quote which said, "You are never fully dressed until you wear a smile." And be hospitable. The Bible speaks about the fact that if you're hospitable, you probably would entertain angels unawares. I met a lady once who said that there were a group of students living around her in her hometown. There was a university nearby, and she used to just, students are poor, they don't have time to cook, but sometimes she felt sorry for them, so she would cook and share with them. And her husband, who was a student, noticed her and recognized that this is, what some men would call wife material, because of her generosity, because of her kindness, because of her hospitality. And he approached her and won her heart. So don't be afraid to entertain, cook dinners, invite people over, have pizza parties or games night or movie night. Just be a sociable person. And in this atmosphere, you would find that people would loosen up, you would be able to talk to people would be able to talk to you, and it would make it infinitely much more easy or easier for men to approach you. Well, this has to do with basically opening up your place or creating study groups, discussion groups where people could discuss openly different topics of interest. And in an atmosphere like this, again, invite all and sundry friends and relatives or friends of friends. Let them come and you pick a topic, whether it's controversial or not, and you just have a great discussion. And in this way, it would be easy for people to access you, to talk to you, to get to know a different part of you. And if there is someone who's interested, well, guess what? The platform, the environment is, the stage is set for them to talk with you and be helpful. Be helpful. 1 Peter 3:7 speaks about, or 1 Peter 3:7, inform the women who were married to non-Christians, non-believers, that they should display good works, and through their good works, their husbands will be converted. But guess what? Good works will convert anybody, not only husbands, but even prospective boyfriends, prospective husbands too. When you are helpful, when you are kind, people warm up to you. So go out of your way to do a kind act. Do a random acts of kindness. People will notice you, people will recognize you, and those people with whom or to whom you perform kindness will be very appreciative of that, and they will gravitate towards you. In the next video, we will talk about one of the most attractive feature that you have. It doesn't matter your size, it doesn't matter what color you are, what level of society you're from. If you have this, men will be powerfully attracted to you, and that is your femininity.